Hello, and welcome back to our 45th episode of the Labyrinth of Thieves campaign. We are your hosts and storytellers here from Wanderlustdnd, rested and ready to dive into tonight's episode. We will be down Gizmo and Al tonight, but I am sure these three will find some way to get into trouble, like they always do. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel as we post new episodes every other Wednesday. So, last time you spent the evening gathering a shopping list together, and I think Gizmo needed some unique supplies for his new creations. You all got your bits and spell scrolls and headed back towards the gem ward. However, it is pretty clear that your new companion Artrin was needing to blow off a bit of steam. With the new curfew in effect, Caché had to get creative with sneaking you all by the constabulary and the military personnel that were monitoring the city. But you managed to make your way to the rowdiest pub in Manira. In the Smokestack, you learned more about the Steam Core Gauntlet, which is happening closer to Summer's Bright, which is in the coming week, and that in order to sign up, you will need some kind of sponsorship to fund the 2,000 gold entry fee and purchase a Firefly. Below this tavern happened to have a not-so-secret fighting ring, and it didn't take too long for Artrin to gather some attention. Approached by a fearsome female gnoll named Amat, she challenged him to a fight, which the two beat the absolute shit out of each other for a while. Both sides cheated somewhat, favoring their fighter, but it was all stopped by the constabulary, who stormed to the fighting ring. I believe Artrin was about to blast Amat in the face with his breath weapon before Caché leaped onto his back and they bamfed out. Al and Humphrey flew through one of the smokestacks and escaped. And Fenris managed to cut one of the coin purses from the ref before bamfing her and Gizmo out. So all five of you have escaped. So as we fade back in, Caché, Fenris, where did you end up with your dimension door?
I went for the furthest alleyway on the way that we came in that I could remember.
Perfect. Okay.
I went for somewhere that was discreet but could also fit Gizmo.
Okay. So I'd say, due to the knowledge of the city, Caché, you and Artrin just like appear in a really remote, very secluded little alleyway. I believe by the way you were positioned when you dimension doored, Caché, you just land on top of Artrin, and both kind of roll to the side. You're just kind of in the alley. Fenris, however, because you're not as familiar with the city, I feel like unfortunately you just kind of bamfed into one of the main streets. Maybe not like one of the main ones, but you only know certain streets.
I would probably bamf and we both crash into a market stall or something.
Sure, let's go for that. You can bamf into a market stall and it crashes and just everything just kind of goes everywhere, and the two of you are starting to kind of gather your things and move up. The two of you begin to hear kind of, what was that? And there's a few kind of shufflings around.
That was smooth. Let's go.
Gizmo follows you. Caché, Artrin.
Now, how do we find the others?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know where we are.
We're a couple of
just
streets
go home. Is that not kind of get back to base and regroup there?
True, I just don't necessarily trust everyone not to get into trouble.
Yeah.
I'd say Al flies down and lands next to you, Caché and Artrin, because you didn't go too far. You're in kind of one of the alleys, and he was up high, and it was managed to spot you. So he comes down and joins you. You're about 2 streets away from the smokestack. You're kind of on the border between the Iron Ward and the Gem Ward. But there's a lot of little streets, little alleyways, ducks and corners that you can kind of take to get back to the main square and then up to your house.
Okay, Al, did you see anybody else when you were up there? Gizmo, Fenris?
I rolled really well for Al, but I didn't roll well for anything else. He will explain that he didn't see anybody as he was coming over, but wouldn't they just go home?
There.
He's a thinker. Yeah.
And
Okay.
just a shout out to we keep our courtesans in the sky.
I'm gonna have a quick fly around, see if I can spot them, and then we'll head home.
Okay, that's fine with me.
I'm just gonna quickly go up the height, do a wrap around of maybe 5 blocks, kind of see if I can spot.
Okay. Fenris, where are you and Gizmo heading?
I think at the moment we're heading in the whatever direction is away from where we came, so I don't think we have a set direction in mind just yet.
Okay. Roll me a history check, Fenris.
Ooh. Three. 8.
Ooh. Cool.
Hence my own. Ooh. I thought it was a 9, but it's a 6.
Oh. Cool. Neither you nor Gizmo recognize where you are. Trying to get your bearings, but you do hear the sounds of people moving towards you, and you actually hear a, hey, you there, stop there! And they're like across from the market square. You see a group of, kind of constabulary brass buttons, as they're called, starting to make their way towards you. What are the two of you doing?
I'm gonna basically try to shackle Gizmo to run away.
Okay, he follows you, yep.
Let's go. Just run through alleyways away from them.
Okay, perfect.
Try and duck in and out.
Trying to duck in and out.
Yeah, if I lose sight of them, and hopefully they lose sight of me, I'm going to silent image a wall across one of the alleys.
Ah.
And keep going.
Brilliant. So it's going to be a little bit hard to be super quiet with Gizmo. I believe he's in his guardian.
He is.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, so Caché, as you're circling the block, you hear the unmistakable sound of Gizmo follow, chasing after Fenris. And you do see they get to kind of an area where Fenris puts up the wall, and the constabulary continue to run past, missing them, kind of losing them, and they're heading more towards where you left Artrin. But Artrin's like in one of the alleyways, so yeah. Perfect.
I'm going to. Am I still mentally linked with anyone?
When did Al cast that? I don't believe so. I think he cast that before you all went into the Smokestack, and it would have been more than an hour past that.
Okay, can I still see Artrin?
Not from where you are, no.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to just fly straight down to Fenris.
Okay.
Get lost?
No, just, losing people instead.
Come this way, we'll pick up Artrin on the way.
Very well.
Okay.
It's not real point sneaking at this age.
You can try.
Alright.
He can't.
If we're going sneaky, he can. Gizmo can try. If you're going sneaky, stealth checks then, and you can head back to. Oh, Gizmo. Oh no. You can head back to Artrin, pick him up, and move your way through the city. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
That's an 18.
18? 17.
17. I can't tell if Adam's frozen or not.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. I thought you were rolling before the other two. Sorry, my bad.
No, you're totally fine.
You're hiding in the alleyway when the shades are coming.
Okay, 9. Not
9?
as bad as
Okay.
I thought it would be.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, so I'd say you circle around, grab Artrin, get Humphrey, get Al, and all start to make your way back. It does take you a bit longer, Caché. You have to actually loop a little bit a little bit closer than you really would like to get to the military academy. But you kind of have to go up the northern part of the gem ward and almost circle back around. It, you're noticing as you're moving through here, so I'd say it takes you maybe a good 40 minutes to actually get back to your house, which shouldn't usually take that long. But if you're avoiding people, security is a lot tighter than it's ever been before.
Mhm.
It's strange. But you do make it back to your house.
Is it just me, or is this place just more popular than it was before?
Definitely not just you. This is a new level of police state that I've ever seen.
Uh, it seems there is some tension.
More than that, I think it's just about to boil over.
So of course, and just to let you know, since there is no secret, and Spectre Vinny may have seen both of us as we made our escape.
Well, let's hope they didn't get a good look.
So I'm pretty sure that they recognized us. It is not hard to mistake Gizmo.
That is true. Well, nothing we can do for now. We usually end up in the center of these things.
Just out of
Yes,
curiosity, what language are you speaking?
Oh, I would.
In present company, I'd be speaking Undercommon.
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure I can understand what you're saying.
Archer's just like.
Yes, but the only difference with this one is we did not cause anything since we have been out of the city. But I fear we will also be wrapped up in the blame because of our own reputation.
I think it's more than that. We have somehow been a part of way too many important events in recent weeks.
Yes, and it is our fault for being involved in them since no one else can do any fucking work in here.
Or they're working to do the exact opposite.
Well, we have solved their problems for them.
But we didn't sign the right paperwork, so they're going to be pissed.
Can't help but feel I've kind of come out of the frying pan and into the fire here, fellas.
So we are so beyond the fire.
Yeah, you kind of failed to mention, military and you being involved and...
So, well,
I mean, like, there's a lot, especially if you go around the table to everybody. We didn't have time to drop all that.
Yeah, I know, I picked up bits like sleeping with whatever the hell the devil or demon that Al is doing. No offense, Al. Whatever Gizmo's got going on. Your weird perving, Fenris, again, no offense. Then you antagonizing people he's perving on. But now the actual military, I mean, I feel like I've stepped in a really big pile of shit here, fellas.
So I got to say that the Caché is already military, so you have been involved with the military since you met us.
Yeah.
This sounds like you're involved with them in a bad way, not like you're helping them, like you're pissing them off.
That's just... I'm more pissing them off because I'm an unruly soldier. Who I'm really pissing off is the Avashilarium.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
Yes, it's obviously okay to piss off a terrorist organization who likes to blow things up, and I currently have equivalent of a small nuke.
I don't know what that is, but
This will create a very big explosion.
Must ask Gizmo about it.
Yes, he already told me about it.
Ah.
He told all of us about it back in the clockhouse. Apparently, you're not paying attention.
I mean,
There
I
was
didn't
bodies
really know what he was talking
everywhere.
about.
Yes, and there will be many more bodies if this thing goes off. Well, in the metaphorical sense, there will be lots of bodies. Most of them will have disintegrated.
I mean, how does it trigger? Do we know? Because if it's on that airship, I mean, so has
So I'm
pretty
not-
good place for it to go off.
So I'm not so sure, but if I hazard a guess, it will be a very bright light, and then Minero will not be here anymore.
Yeah, being
That's not
executed.
happening.
So I'm well aware that light can kill some things. So I do think this would be a very fast death. That if we are caught in the center, we will definitely not escape.
I mean, I've already survived a city-destroying explosion.
Just
I feel like you want to get one of those.
I feel like that too.
You have met your quota. We've all escaped certain deaths, and so I would like to test our luck again. Even though we continuously test it.
Yeah. I think we're getting distracted because there's nothing we can do about that for now. We still have no idea where Tarlyn is. I have a plan for that, but
Do you have a plan?
I'm going to have a little chat.
Another little chat with who? Is it chatting with your superior officer about finally training those soldiers that you were meant to?
No, screw that.
I'm
going to talk to
get back
Tarlyn
into
himself.
Yes, because that went so well last time. Then your chat with Zelia went so well last time. Maybe it
He
is
gets under my skin.
Yes, so maybe it is better that someone else talks with her, maybe?
Well,
Someone
she
without,
won't be there. It'll just be me and Tarlyn.
Oh, yes, that is a fine recipe for a disaster. I was hoping that we could avoid such a disaster.
Trust me a little bit, please.
So I do not know. You have become very much a wild card in the past few weeks.
I mean, the military's been saying that about me a long time.
Yes, I know, and yes, I do have a measure of trust for you, but you have also unleashed a horde of nightmares in an unsuspecting city underground that have no escape.
Yeah, but
You have
they
been,
can handle it.
And I have no control over that. You need to speak to the Shadowhound.
So I think remember you talking to them. Telling them where to go.
Because I am made of the same.
So to blame the Shadowhound is also to blame you then?
In a way.
Even if I should instead talk to the Smith instead of the hammer, does not mean that the hammer is also causing some damage. And I think this situation is coming a very, how should I say, delicate. That a hammer may not do.
That's
that
when
antagonizing.
That's when you send your crackpot demon.
Yes, but
the only military strategy.
Yes, but I do not think that antagonizing someone with the Bacterian core that, as I have already said, can level most of Madeira and kill many people.
But then, what power does he have?
But antagonizing him may not be the best option.
You see, this is where...
If we were to remove
Tarlyn.
the core from him, the core from his power, then of course you can antagonize to your heart's content.
But this is where I know Tarlyn. He's not going to use that bomb right now. This is all planned out. If he uses that bomb right now, that's it.
Because, may I ask you a personal question?
Yes, of course.
How long ago since you last were face to face with Tarlyn?
Caché face drops a little bit. Since the day I became Shadow.
And how long ago was that?
Was that 3, 4, 5 years, Amber? I think it's 5 years.
No, actually, it's 6.
6, okay.
Years ago, yeah.
6
years.
6 years.
And I can tell you with full confidence that 6 years can change a person in a great many ways.
I know.
So you may not be talking to the Tarlyn you remember, especially one now that may be full of anger or hate. Something I know very well.
There's certain things in soldiers you can't change. Bred into them.
Perhaps.
I can
but
trust that they've stayed the same.
They may have. I do not know soldiers that well. I know mercenaries. They are not the same, but as a soldier, you have a structure, no? You do not have others whispering in your ear.
You talking about politics?
No. I'm talking about those companions that also do not have best interests for Madeira.
Most of the time, those wouldn't be soldiers.
Exactly. He may still be a soldier, but he is not surrounded by them anymore. Yes, Artrin?
All I can really add to this conversation is I know a pissed off enemy is an unfocused one, but
Exactly.
a pissed off enemy is also a reckless one. So maybe you're both right.
I'll sleep on it. How about that?
I
Maybe
think we
just
need more.
foot off the gas a little, maybe.
So I think we need more information. Then this is not my strong point either, but I think diplomacy may serve us better in this regard. I would hate to. Hate to have this turn out so badly.
Just know that I've seen a lot of devastation because people were waiting for diplomacy. That's why I joined the army, because the army at least acts.
Very well. So whatever the outcome, I shall respect your decision. It's only you can make it.
I appreciate that. But in the short term, we need to come up with 2,000 gold.
Yes, if only we didn't have a lovely elf with a demonic sugar daddy to be a sponsor for us. Then obviously manipulate also the politics inside.
Well, on
Very
that
well.
note, Al is going to get up and go upstairs.
We reminded him of Raz there.
Gizmo's going to follow as well. But
So I would say
don't
his ears are burning, but I cannot know for sure.
What time is it now?
Late.
I'd say at this point, after the lovely conversation, you're hitting about 1:30 a.m. Starting to feel a little tired, yeah. Artrin, were you going to say something?
I was just going to say I'm probably going to turn in as well because I'm pretty short in that Noel cracked a couple of my ribs.
Yes.
Would you like a healing spell?
No, I'll be...
Scratches as well that are like stinging.
Yeah.
You feel the onset of an infection. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look after it in the morning.
Terry literally comes up with bandages and starts like wrapping it around you. But the bandages are made of shadow, and you get 4d8 plus 4 healing because I love you.
Don't.
Now.
Thank you very much.
Still a little disconcerting. Terry's.
Must be a little creepy.
Very on edge. 48 plus 4, you said?
4d8 plus 4, yeah.
Do I roll that or do you roll that?
I don't know.
You're casting the spell, aren't you?
Yeah. What are you? Were you casting Cure Wounds?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, you roll it.
Yeah, you roll it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is this your first healing spell, Caché?
No, it's just I've honestly I've obviously always just been like you roll it, and most people just roll it for me, to be honest.
I mean, you are a pistolier bard, so not really the healing type. You're the killing type.
Mm-hmm. That is 17.
Good old pistolero.
As well, I would like to just points of inspiration are great, but I feel like sometimes they're not as much fun. So there could be like if you want something cool to happen, one of those like, fuck it, I will give it a try moments. We'll play around with it.
Play the chaos card?
No, you can't just ask somebody to die outright. That's not okay.
Yeah, but we'll play the chaos card.
Can I cast wish?
No.
Yeah. Can Tarlyn get an STD and be delayed a couple of weeks?
No.
He just has Bane all the time.
Just all the time, just constant Bane.
Syphilis Bane.
No.
And Avarice too.
Avarice probably has lots, so it's
that's true.
Yeah.
So leave Avarice alone. But very good. So well done. Lovely bit of role play there. Is there anything anybody would like to do, talk about, or say before going to bed?
I'm just going to go up to bed with kind of a nod.
Okay. You did get back the bag, by the way, just so you know.
Oh, I'll check the bag as well. When I get up there, I'll properly check. When I get up to the bedroom, I'll properly check the bag.
Okay, so when you get up to the bedroom away from everybody?
Yeah. I'll just, because I have the bed that I can lay things out on.
Cool. Okay.
So I'm going to use that to sort it.
Fenris. So yeah, in the coin purse, you find 900 gold. So just so everybody knows, Artrin put in 30, Gizmo put in 300, Al put in 100, and Fenris put in 30. Caché, did you bet? I don't think you did.
Do I have coins or not?
30.
I did. I put in 30.
You put in 30. Okay.
Al was 30. Gizmo was 300.
Gizmo put in 300. Yeah.
And Caché was 30.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 900 inside.
There's 900 gold pieces inside. There's 2 silver and garnet rings. There's 1 gold wedding band, which is like, oh. just like, people were obviously betting whatever they kind of had on them. There's a rose gold pendant as well. All 4 of those pieces of jewelry are worth like about 25 gold each. And as you pull out the kind of bundle of coins and jewelry, you hear a new hand touches the beacon.
He's back.
as you throw it away.
I'm gonna come downstairs with.
That thing made 30. A whole circle of the city and back up with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down to if Caché hasn't left there yet and give her back her 30 that she bet.
Thank you.
So Artrin, catch. That's Artrin the beacon.
Oh.
Okay.
Francis, you may like it.
Artrin, you catch this kind of is it polyhedric? It's a bunch of different sides.
Yeah. I'm aware of the beacon of Arabia. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are all very aware of it.
Unfortunately aware.
Your hand touches it. You hear a new hand touches the beacon, and continues on. And you just hear it in your head, and you kind of look up at Fenris. What is Fenris?
I've already gone back upstairs.
It's like a paperweight? Novelty paperweight?
How dare you! I am not a paperweight! I have a very important mission. Would please someone help me?
I just like to think she's speaking common, so I just don't understand her at all.
Definitely speaking common, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Foreign language, lady screaming at you.
Okay. It's kind of comforting. Reminds me of home a bit. I'm gonna leave it on my bedside table.
Okay. You do so. So once you put it down, it doesn't speak anymore.
Is it like, what's it made of?
Oh, it's stone, like crystal, like almost like polished moonstone. It's got that lovely little like bluish tinge.
Probably play with it for a while, like just toss it up in the air like a fidget toy, and
okay.
Probably drop it a couple of times.
Get it across the ground. Yeah. Brilliant. So you do that. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Artrin?
Yes, actually, if that's okay.
Okay.
I'd like to pull out the tear seal. Now that I'm down in my room.
Mm-hmm.
My dank basement. I'm gonna. It's been a long day. It's been a weird day. A lot of emotions. And he's going to stop and ask himself the question of, why did Loquinrod have the other half of this? And I'd like to summon the spectral dragon.
Okay. It becomes a bit tight in the cellar.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah, she'll do this.
I'd say it actually like it grows to the size it's in, so it becomes a decent size, like a horse. It's about the size of a horse.
Great, horse-sized dragon.
Horse-sized dragon.
Does it look familiar to me in any way? Like, I know obviously it's spectral, so I can't really get a grasp on the color or.
ahead and roll me a Arcana or History, whichever you prefer.
Arcana or History? They're the same. Actually, 13.
13. Okay. You do not recognize the dragon. And I guess I'll ask you a question, and that will influence part of my answer here. Would Artrin have read a lot of books growing up? Would that have been something he would have been interested in? Would he have been drawn towards history or his bloodline?
Probably not.
Conic nature.
Yeah. Nothing outside of like whatever they would have had in the orphanage, like fairy tales and kind of more fantastical things, I suppose, but nothing scholarly. Definitely not. The only kind of books in that vein he would have read about would be about mushrooms and other fungi. So.
Okay. So, looking at the dragon, you can't really even distinguish what type it is. It is just kind of that lovely golden color, as being a spectral kind of summons. There is one small thing that does kind of like stand out to you in that it has to be some kind of gem dragon. Because when you're looking really close, like really taking it in, you can almost see crystalline horns, and the scales are a bit polished. Like when you really start like looking really deep into it, it's definitely of a crystalline nature. Is it sapphire? Is it ruby? Is it onyx? Is it emerald? Hard to tell. But there is a moment though where you're kind of taking the dragon in, and it kind of leans closer to you and just boops you with its snout. Just a friendly kind of acknowledgement.
I like reach out to like rub its head like a dog, I suppose. In the spell Summon Draconic Spirit, it says that it can speak Draconic, but I just want to clear that with you. Does it speak?
What do you say?
I'll say in Draconic, do you speak?
Yes. Very soft voice replies back to you. Not what you're expecting from a dragon.
Oh. I was just kind of asked unexpectedly. What's your name? What should I call you?
Blood of Stars. For that is my name.
Blood of Stars. Okay, it doesn't really blow off the tongue. I have so many questions for you, but I won't bombard you. Why are you here in a seal? Why? Can you tell me anything about yourself? How you came to be?
It's been a long time since I've been free. Even now, I'm really not. But I am a guardian of the old blood. The fury of the dragons of the Skyfire. Blood that flows through your veins.
I mean, I don't know anything about that. My mother died when I was young, and I don't know my father, so it was all a little new to me.
Perhaps you're not ready. Time
Probably
weavers.
not.
Time weavers balance a dangerous line between kindness and cruelty.
What's a time weaver? This is all way outside my realm of thinking. I'm just a fucking guy, man. I don't know what to tell you. This is all very different for me. I'm in a very weird situation. I mean, if you want to be free, you can just be free. If I could do that for you.
No. I guard the old blood. You say to me that you are nobody, that you're just a guy, that only the old blood could summon me.
I don't know what that means. I'm sure it does mean something. I'm probably not what you were expecting, at least. Like I said, there's a lot going on, and my head's a bit all over the place. I'm somewhere very unfamiliar, and I'll try and figure shit out. And if you want to guard the old blood, feel free.
Just kind of take a step back. And just kind of watch you, understanding that you might need time.
I mean, you don't have to stay in here. You can go outside and stretch your wings. I'll open the thing. I'll already open
teeny
the
tiny door.
Hey guys, there's a dragon gonna fly around the house for a while. There's like weird like cats and rats and shadows and stuff. Just ignore them. They're friendly. Maybe don't get too close.
You have her humor. I'll tell you that much.
Who's?
You'll see. And it back into the seal.
Fuck. Now I just have more questions than I had before. Okay. Dragon's not coming, guys. Sorry. Let's close the door.
No.
She's not gonna sleep for the night. Not for a while anyway. But I'm gonna try and distract myself.
Playing with the beacon.
Yeah. How damp is the basement that I'm in?
Oh, I wouldn't say it's that. Well, I mean, unless Caché's like done something to the cellar, I'd actually say it's quite dry in there. It's actually it's not wet or damp or anything. Definitely no mushrooms or mold or grass or any stuff growing down there. It's very
up until recently, nothing grew in my house.
No.
I'll have to change that. Okay. Yeah. I'll probably just spend the rest of the night planning where to plant mushrooms along Caché's walls.
Very good. You easily could find little places like to just grow just a whole botanical of whatever you're wanting to down there.
Like a Gizmo to make a perpetual create water item, a sprinkler.
Yep. I think he already has something like that for his dandelions upstairs. So yeah, he's.
Hope you like damp. Being a landlord's gonna suck.
Yeah. Gotta get some air elementals in to air it out.
They're pricey.
They are.
Oh.
Like 50 gold an hour.
It's insane. Mages need to make their money for scrolls somehow, though.
I mean, you did just free a genie, so you do have a connection.
Yeah.
I'm sure she can, in return for freeing her, get you hooked up with some air elementals.
That's very true.
Little tiny dust devils.
Yeah, it's like go in.
Oh my god! What are the little vacuum cleaners? You just get one of those, like the air elementals are just now the little things come to the house. Yep.
Oh, perfect.
Brilliant. Artrin, anything else? Or are you go
No, go to bed.
All right. Fenris?
It's all set. So I'm gonna try and spy on Enya for the time, and see if it's mainly to see if we can figure out where they are.
What's the save? It's a -10.
It's the wisdom save at -10.
What's your DC?
17.
She rolled a 17.
No, it's dead.
It doesn't. I don't think she'll ever be able to escape that. Maybe with a natural 20, but anyway. Okay. So you're looking to figure out where she is.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Let's see if they are. Because after what Caché was saying, I want to make sure that he's not moving ahead too fast.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so if you're just kind of like looking to see if you can figure out where they are, what I will say is you kind of, sit down, take a breath, let Silverlight be your guide, your eyes, as you are flying through the skies once more. You don't stay flying for long. You actually find yourself walking behind a hooded figure. Their pace is deliberate, silent, gliding, very obviously Enya. She's moving through a crowd of people in an enclosed industrial kind of like corridor. Most of the people you notice, they're paying Enya no attention because she has her hood up. She speaks to a few people here and there, but she continues on. She is no longer on the airship, and Tarlyn is nowhere to be seen. You watch her follow. If you're continuing to follow her, she leads you kind of up a spiraling staircase through more of these enclosed corridors. Nothing seems out in the open until she finally opens a door to a very small quarters. There's kind of like a window in the distance. All you see is just blue sky and clouds. She stops in the room. There's just kind of a silent moment before she just lets out a very tense breath. And then walks over to her workshop, like kind of a desk, and sits down and begins to work. So for the next 10 minutes, or is there anything you're looking for in this room?
Can I tell what she's working on?
Oh yes, you can. Very easily. No perception needed. She is very clearly restocking clockwork spiders with the very seeable liquid that is that bright fuchsia, the lerolite, that you saw used on the ambassador to kill him, which stained Gizmo's hands when he was opening up the package, and which then also drained all over Enya's arm when, I believe it was Caché or Fenris, I can't remember which one of you shot it out of her hand, and it bled all over her, and she nearly died. So it is the same stuff. She is making more of those assassin spiders.
Okay. And I can't see out the windows at all now. Just blue sky.
Oh, you can. Oh, definitely. You can see out the window. Yep. You're very clearly up in the sky.
Yeah. So I'm still on an airship.
No.
Or is it sky base?
Hard to tell.
Okay. It's not moving though.
It's not. It doesn't appear to be moving. No. You are very high up.
Okay. I'll let it run out and then
You're just
breathe.
you don't get a sky base, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I am. Sorry, for the listeners, I'm just making faces because Enya has a sky base.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not impressed.
Jealous.
Obviously not a bit jealous, yeah.
And I got to test the truth of what Lucas told me. I'm going to try and scry on Timosha.
Oh.
To see if he was telling the truth.
Okay. Okay, so you cast it again. Silverlight. You rarely even leave the consciousness of watching Enya before you almost just kind of feel yourself pulled away, back on Dragonback, and flying through gorgeous clouds. It's like that beautiful stages of the sun just peeking up over the world, a sunrise that takes your breath away, and a dark, quiet emptiness, as there is no one to scry on. Timosha is dead. And you hear Silverlight. I am sorry. There is no soul to find here. She is in a better place.
So it does allow credit to what else he said.
Do you mean about the others?
It's about the others and also about the prosthetic shop. But so I think I will follow the copper sparrows first. With the current situation outside, I doubt anyone will be moving very far. So I hope he will feel safe inside the shop. So he
He has no reason to. The only person who could tip him off is
tired.
exhausted. She kind of steers
one down.
further. Yeah.
One down. This is fires.
What did you say? I'm sorry, you cut out.
Let us fly a little more, my friend.
You do. The rest of your dreams, Fenris, are some of the most pleasant ones you've had in a while on Dragonback. Flying through the clouds, seeing the world. beautiful. You can go to sleep. Caché.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to do before you go to bed?
Caché in her room will walk over to just underneath the window and she'll hit under the sill and a piece of wood will move. She'll stick her hand in and pull out a small little metal box covered in dust.
Okay.
Opens it up. There's a bag, seems to be filled with dog tags. And then the rest of the box is filled with just random bits and pieces, lighters, coins, things that soldiers might have had. She is searching for something belonging to Tarlyn.
Fascinating. Okay. I'll let you decide. What do you find of Tarlyn's? What do you think Caché has?
I think somehow she would have a dog tag of his.
I mean, she held him
Hmm.
over the side of the ship. Makes
That's
sense.
very true, yeah. So she'll pull out the dog tags, go over and sit on her bed, legs crossed, and she looks to meditate, and as she's almost falling into her trance, she casts Dream and releases herself across the Dreamrealm to find Tarlyn.
Okay. It is, at this point, probably about 2 a.m. You glide through the dream realm, just as you say. A place that is still so alien and foreign. And you realize as you are moving through it how effortlessly you are traveling. How before, when you were here, everything seemed to be dragging you down, trying to slow you down so the hound could get closer and closer. And now you flit between trees and realms and valleys and mountains like they're nothing. I believe dream, you can shape the dream, unless you are trying to penetrate something he's dreaming.
I am trying to penetrate his dream, so that would be a wisdom 16, and because I have his dog tags, disadvantage.
Okay, so I just want to make sure. So you're not trying to shape it, you're trying to penetrate what he's dreaming.
I may try to shape what he already is in, but for now I want to see what he's in.
Okay. Oh, okay. Amazing. Amazing. Please roll low. That's a 6 and a 5. So, okay. You find him. Similar presence. And as you enter his dream, I wonder if there's a sense of... Tarlyn always had a way of calming you. Even if you didn't really want him to, little shit, just always did. there is a turmoil in this dream that you enter. This is not the same calm, stoic, proud individual. What you enter is a bit of chaos. Will you find yourself aboard the Sol de Polaire?
We're all good dreams start, huh?
Mm-hmm. You see him with his back to you, looking out over the clouds.
Am I visible at the moment?
Do you wanna be?
At the moment, no. So
Okay.
but I will, like, I don't, like, so I'd say if there was a form of Caché already there, I want to leave her there and then just be watching it for now.
Fascinating. Okay, so you're really wanting to just kind of spy on his dreams.
For now.
This is magnificent. Okay. Okay. There is another version of you walking down the steps. And Caché, as you're kind of limitless, formless, watching this all unfold, Rob walks by you. It's a twinge, pain. You hear Aaron, for fuck's sake, up at the radio. You literally hear Angela roll her eyes as the two of them are still on the same shift together all the time. You'd think that you might be doing that on purpose. It is a place that Tarlyn finds comfort in. He watches the dream version of you walk by, and in his dream you can get the sense of how much he trusts you. There is not a doubt in his mind that you are the absolute best at what you do. And he hopes and aspires to be anything like you. And then the skies are red, raining ash. Sol de Polaire is breaking apart. With him, in this dream, you watch all of your crewmates die again. And again. And again. And then he's falling, and you're falling, and the air is thrown out of your lungs as you land on the deck of a ship. Imperial soldiers rush around him. You pull yourself up because you're still formless, and you watch as he is swarmed by the Empire. He fights, but his arm is torn away from him. He is bloody. They pin him to the ground, and he watches the Sol de Polaire fall out of the sky. Shackles are thrown around him. He is dragged down into the deck. And you now then spend hours watching them try to save his life. You keep hearing in that guttural tongue of the Empire, one that still grains on your ears. You hear military prisoner. He's a lieutenant. We have to keep him alive. Do whatever you can. It is a horrible, horrible nightmare. Do you do anything?
As he's lying there, the Empire soldiers trying to save his life. Shadow. will start creaking through all the cracks in the floorboards, the cracks in the wall, and he will wake up standing in a black, openless plain. Caché will, in completely formless, just shadow, staying well out of any viewpoint of him, will appear at one side, just out of his view, and he'll hear footsteps. He'd disappear and appear at the other side of him, more footsteps.
Ooh. You watch as he follows it the best he can, but in the darkness. If it's, he's a drow, so he's got a lot of dark vision, but in this darkness it's different. There's nothing really there, but he follows it as best he can.
And then a singular, kind of like a spotlight directly above will shine him and illuminate him in light. Underneath, you'll hear crunching at his feet as he sees skeletons in military garb. In front, you see the shining, the stereotypical beautiful skyline of Minera. Thing he fought for so many years with Caché for. And that will suddenly go up in flame. Caché wants to watch his reaction.
His reaction is sadness. He watched his own city burn to the ground, never to step foot in it again. And watching it happen to Minera, it's everything he fears. It's everything he's trying to stop. And seeing it brought to life is... You can see it on his face. There's a moment of him giving over to that sadness and fear, falling to his knees, looking at it, touching the skeletons even, just to feel close to his comrades again. And then you watch rage, pure anger and hatred as he looks at that city and looks into the darkness for whatever's doing this to him.
Perhaps he'd see a silhouette. A humanoid. Probably as much as he can make out. Wow. He's just going to keep with that whisper. Is just going to come from different directions.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Is this what you want?
Comes from all directions. You can see how kind of just off center he is by this. I won't let that happen. But I will make them pay. And then he gets up and he screams it into the darkness. And there's almost like black tears running down his face. You are seeing a side of Tarlyn that you've never seen. A animal almost that was put in a cage for so many years as a prisoner. He is lashing out. He claws at the darkness. What do you do?
For now, I think, thinking now, I was going to reveal myself, but I think there is more value in not right now. There's still a few days.
Just as you're going, or moving from this space, you just hear, I won't be like them. I won't be like them. I won't be like them. And just repeat it over, as if he's drowning out the, is this what you want?
Interesting. Insightful.
This poor boy needs some therapy, Jesus. Do you leave him
Who
there?
doesn't? As he's saying that, and as he's touching the skeletons below him at his feet, that skeleton will suddenly just be one of the crew. As he looks around, he's back on the sandy pillar. Caché at the helm. Are you guys playing around?
He gets up, can't even speak. But that turmoil and storm kind of subsides a little bit. And gets back to work. Grabs the crew member. Shoves them away, gets them back to working. Looks up at Caché and the smile and keeps working.
Caché leaves.
Okay.
And Miguel has been mindfucked.
Oh. Just like pause the game for a second, Jesus. Oh.
Yeah, Christmas ever gone. Nice casual game.
Hoping. It's not my fault.
No, I know. That's what I'm making fun of. The fact that all three of us have decided to pull more friends.
All three of you. All three.
Yeah.
All three. Just massive threads.
Sorry, Amber.
Yeah.
God, I wasn't sorry. I got really emotional there. Hang on, we're gonna just take a little pause there, Amber.
Yeah, for sure.
Whoever's editing, we need to edit this out. But Jesus, I wasn't expecting you to go into his dream. I was prepared to interact with whatever you were gonna create. Whew.
You see, I did initially going in and then instantly manipulating where he was. But I just, as soon as it's in there, it's like, I think there's more value somewhere, That's playing the long game.
I never even kind of thought that would be revealed, to be honest. That's interesting.
Yeah, now you've given Caché a moral quandary. That's not going to be good for her.
But enough of that. Did Aaron find out what happened in One Flew Over the Aircock's Nest?
The important stuff.
Yeah. I need to find out what happened.
I don't, and I feel bad because Adam, your character is always in the engine room. We just never get to the engine room again. So.
He's busy, man. He's got the hardest job of all.
Exactly. He's got a lot going on. Like
he's got a guy like the assassin in the back, training in the new assassin.
Yeah, training the new guy.
Yeah, if it was plummeting the ground, we'd know he isn't doing the job, and that's why he's in the canteen.
Mm-hmm.
I re-listened. Obviously, I've edited that episode, but I re-listened to that part. I'm like, I'll let you decide what limb you lose, and you're like, oh, thanks.
Such a great moment.
Such a good episode. I'm so happy with that episode. It's so good, so good. Yeah. Geez. Wow, Caché. Okay. Things.
I'm glad because we had a call. During the week, and she was like, okay, have a little bit of flexi time with the dream. I don't think you were expecting to be that surprised.
No. And honestly, I kind of that I was obviously I know what happened to Tarlyn, but I didn't prepare any of that. That was kind of just what I know of what happened. So.
It felt like Miguel took over the DMing and you were the player there for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, which is kind of what I wanted because we're in a cool conundrum with the dream stuff. The only thing is, like, just to be super transparent, is that we just took away some of the things because Tarlyn's an elf. I understand elves can't be affected by the dream, so we're gonna remove that. But we took away any kind of like exhaustion sides of things. So we're just letting Caché have some
damage,
fun. Or the damage. We just took that away and instead let Caché have some time. And you're basically doing what Sanmei did.
Yeah.
That's literally what you're doing now. So, yeah.
I mean, like, I think mental torture is way better. And look at how much I learned. I learned what happened to him. How he survived. Yeah,
I was not expecting you to know that now. That's going to be really interesting now, yeah.
Caché can use it. Is she really pissing him off?
My poor boy. Yes. So, okay. Oh, so. If you want, I'm good. I had my cry. I'm happy. But yeah, we can take a break. Does people want to take a break? You all wake or come out of your trances. I'd say for the purposes of this, Al and Gizmo are going to be hard at work. Mm-hmm. Working away in their workshop. There is all manner of weird sounds, smells, and grinding of metal coming from the workshop. a few squeals of delight from Gizmo. There's just a lot going on in there. The door's closed as well, so yeah. Just leave them to do whatever they're doing.
I don't recommend going in there.
Okay. Just gonna sit back with my sunglasses and smoke my pipe like a man who's tuned the jaw off himself last night.
Who truly didn't get traumatized by something else.
Yeah.
How are the three of you feeling? How are the three of you looking coming down the stairs here?
I'm confused and annoyed at this beacon.
I'm in a moral quandary.
I feel fine.
Morning is yours. It's about, I'd say, nearly 10 at this point. City is bustling with life. It is also just a beautiful day. Sun is out, blazing down through the cracks in the windows. Oh yes, it is a glorious day. For my two people who love the sunshine.
Yep, sunglasses are definitely on.
Yep.
Yep, helmet and hood.
Yep, very good. I say you get some breakfast. Terry's helping out. Hoover leaves the workshop, not really a big fan of everything that's going on in there. Comes down and you find Hoover like curled up in one of the chairs, sleeping away. And all of you hear at the door.
And the day was going so well.
Oh, this is never good. I go to the door, make
Terry,
sure I have my glamour on. Terry, get back into the kitchen. Have one look around to see if anything else looks too weird. Hoover looks like a cat, it's fine. And I open the door.
Yeah.
Open the door, and you see Inspector Vinny, flanked by 3 armed constabulary. Good day, Air Colonel Caché. I'm conducting an investigation on, wonder if you might, help me out a little bit. And he's looking right at Artrin.
This prick want. in Undercommon, of course.
In Undercommon, of course.
In Undercommon back, I just gotta be like, this is an asshole inspector we've had before. Don't worry.
Inspector of what?
Vinny.
No, what did they inspect?
They're like the guards.
Oh.
But these ones were, they're the fancy ones.
They haven't put their foot in the door yet. You can just close it and they can't come in.
Well,
that's how it works in the Underdark. They need a warrant.
I
mean, like, they're not going to breach military property, but I should be polite.
Not to interrupt this strange little affair that's going on here, would you mind if I came in?
That depends.
Just a few questions.
I turned to have one look at everyone to make sure there's no one going to be violent.
In their sake, just let's in.
Come on, Vinny.
Right, thank you.
Where are your manners, Caché?
She kind of waves the guards. They all kind of turn around and turn their backs towards the house and stand guard outside. Vinny comes in, and Artrin, you watch as a very kind of a stout, shorter woman steps inside. Kind of really cropped, short, white hair, and she's wearing a pinstriped shirt with a vest and 2 holsters underneath her arms for pistols. They look like very similar to Caché's. And she kind of walks in, looks at you. Who's this?
A friend.
Right, what happened to your other friend, Revenant?
Oh, he's gone.
I knew I shouldn't have trusted him.
We think he's dead.
Oh.
or missing. Either one works.
Well, that is unfortunate, but not uncommon for his kind, to be honest. Voidlings don't last very long here in this city, so... Shall we?
I'm looking very hurt.
But you can't tell because you put your mask on.
You have a glamour on, so...
Yes,
I think voidlings do okay?
What a peculiar thing to say, Air Colonel. Can I sit? What a cute cat. It sits next to the just stroke the cat and just kind of sits down and looks at all of you. Now, look, you understand that you were all seen at some illegal underground fighting pits last night. You understand that, right?
We were in an establishment where we needed to sign up for a tournament, and if that establishment also happened to have a place like that, I'm shocked.
Yes, during an enforced curfew of the Gem Ward and the Iron Ward. Yes, that was your best judgment, Air Colonel.
Well, I have been gone for a few days and was not aware of no curfew until this whole endeavor happened.
Kind of flips open her little notebook. So after I explicitly said not to leave the city, you left the city?
We didn't have a choice.
Yes.
One of those unwarranted leavings of the city. Got it. Writes it down.
There's actually a giant mistake which never actually meant to leave, but someone is not very accurate in protecting us.
Well, that's all right, because at the moment I'm willing to look past these oversights, I guess, if you cooperate with an ongoing investigation.
How can we help?
She kind of looks around, looks again at you, Artrin. Do you understand what I'm saying, boy? You're looking at me like you don't.
She asked if you understand.
Obviously fucking not. She's stupid. She looks fucking stupid. I say in undercommon, of course.
He must be mighty funny for the two of you giggling like that. You're obviously from out of town.
Yes, out of town. It does not speak common so well, so what other languages can you speak? Maybe we can find some common ground.
Artrin, you just hear in your head, "Can you understand me now?" And it is understandable for you.
Okay, I will talk back telepathically.
Pricey, rude.
Sure can.
If you don't mind me asking, where are you from?
Long way away, apparently. Who are you, by the way? Sorry, my name's Artrin.
Artrin. I'm Inspector Vinny. I look after parts of the constabulary. They're personnel here in the city. There is a sense of frustration as she says that. I just want to make sure that you weren't kidnapped by these lunatics. They're a bit wild, and they've been a bit of a thorn in my boot for a while, so I just want to make sure they didn't take you here against your will.
Oh, hells no, absolutely. I mean, I don't think they could if they wanted to.
You do look like you can handle yourself, so...
Yeah.
Right. Well, I do apologize. I can only speak to one person like this, so I'll have them translate. But you probably won't have too much to, know in these answers. But the main thing is I just want to know, again, where you're from. You say you're from a long way away.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the constabulary, but I'm not really entitled to answering any of your questions. I gotta go take a piss, so I'll leave you talk to them, and then they can fill me in if I'm interested. Not really.
Right.
Good day.
Good day.
And I'll just turn to Caché, Air Colonel, salute, kind of sarcastically, and walk away.
I like to think that you said that in common because they don't have that in undercommon.
Yeah, I've just heard people call you that. Air Colonel.
Brilliant. Then he kind of just watches you leave. He's a delight.
That's alright.
Yeah, glad you replaced him with the other one. Well, fine. Then maybe the two of you can help me out then. It's a bit of a delicate matter. I hope you don't mind.
So, of course, how can the Starforge help you?
Oh, yes, Starforge. I'm so glad you're a part of them. No, this is a bit more of a delicate matter, more personal.
Oh?
Very well.
The construct in your care, designations Gizmo, I believe it is?
Yes.
They were aboard the Silver Countess with you, correct?
Correct.
Yes, they were.
Have they mentioned anything about their business in the Empire? What they were doing there?
If memory serves, there was some kind of courier.
Really?
This memory serves.
And did designation Gizmo, did he say anything about what he was transporting?
Sir, no. He was just saying he had a package to deliver, so I assumed he was a courier.
I don't think he knew himself.
Really?
Yes, he does not seem to be much of a male emperor.
Well, did they say anything about where they were dropping this package?
So I'm not sure. She could possibly ask him.
So you don't know?
Sure, it was not my job.
That's a real shame. The construct Gizmo was registered under Master Matthias, who we believe has ties to the rebel group of Ashilarium. Sources state
The Ashilarium.
Yes, you can understand why this is a delicate matter now.
That's a bold claim.
It is the threads I've been following for quite a long time now. Our sources say that the construct was instructed to bring a parcel for the master and intended it to bring it back to Manira.
So that would make sense since they were on an airship to Manila.
Yes, so that's why I'm asking you if you know anything about where the package went.
No, I had barely met the contract, so it doesn't want to intrude on private matters. Also,
Really?
someone had just died, and we were focused on that at the time.
So you're telling me that you've spent nearly a month with this construct Gizmo and you know nothing about what they were doing in the Empire?
As I said, they mentioned they were a courier.
Right. Scribbles a bit in the notes.
So, what do you know already?
Well, what I just told you. But there is something else, Caché, if you don't mind.
Of course.
During your time with House Eltane, did you overhear Lady Eltane discuss any business related to Vashilarium?
No, course not.
Hmm.
Do you have teens involved in this?
Potentially. We're finding a lot of ties to them. And, let's be honest, the terrorist known as Enya was in her charge, looking after her children.
Enya can get in anywhere she wants.
That sounded a bit personal there, Caché.
I don't know what you mean. Crosses her arms, sits back, crosses leg.
Hmm.
To be frank, it would definitely be personal since Cynthia had all of her evidence under Caché's bed. Seems a bit of a personal affront.
Yes, it does. While the terrorist Enya was in your charge, did she mention anyone by the name of Farian Hall or Drop Point in Carnival Row?
Carnival Row. That is a name I've not heard in a while, but just... I know of Carnival Row, but I do not know of its significance to Enya.
Roll a deception. And Caché, if you're trying not to let anything go, you need to roll performance.
Natural 20.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, total deception. 29.
I am 21.
What's Caché's body language right now?
Closed off.
Terry. Well, you should check out Carnival Row then sometime there, Fenris. Since
We
you
have.
haven't been.
Sorry, I did not say that I have not been. I said I do not know its significance to Enya. So I have been to Carnival Row. We went under the tree and fixed your problem yet again.
There was a problem with the tree?
Yes. So I'm surprised you not know about it. Sorry.
Carnival Row runs themselves. We have no say
Yes.
there.
Well, I guess we are just as efficient that you do not hear about it in time.
All right, well, good for you for fixing trees.
More significance than you know.
Yes.
Right. So, coming back to the main question that I have for you here, Enya was in your charge for a number of hours. Was that correct?
Correct.
And she didn't say anything and give you any inkling on where they were, where they're holding up, who their allies are, any names. Anything will be helpful. You understand we're trying to stop this terrorist organization.
You think I'm not?
By
Do you
your
think,
actions, not really.
So I wonder if a terrorist would be so loose-lipped as to spill out their entire organization to the first person they met. So I do not know, because I was simply patrolling the outsides.
Well, I was under the impression that one of the best air colonels was looking after a prisoner, terrorist, who is threatening this city. And you're telling me that you have nothing, no information.
I didn't say that.
Well, why don't you do the city a favor and help me out?
Enya's in the air. Where, I cannot tell you.
Do you have contact with Enya since the Silver Countess?
Since she took a swan dive off the side of the airship,
Yes.
then you know, and you know that she did send. Do you know she's alive, or is she missing at sea?
I get what you're trying to do there, Fenris, but it's not going to work on me.
Yes, I'm trying to suss out what you know too. This is what you call a give and take. If the Starforge is going to help you, we also need some information.
Oh, well, we don't want Starforge's help. They've done enough. To be honest, they seem to be in line with some of the things the Avashilirium's spitting out. You want to check their loyalties.
Zara, tell me what you know, and I will fill in some blanks.
She kind of straightens her shirt. Sorry about that. She's been a bit tense lately.
Really, you would never have guessed.
Just shoots you a look.
So that's what you know, and we shall fill in any gaps we can.
You are not privy to the information that we know, but you have been quite helpful. Looks at you, Caché. Quite helpful. Thank you. I just have one last question before I go. Looks you dead in the face, Caché. Have you had any contact with a woman named Hatrix?
No. That's maybe a mistake of mine. I didn't look her up after what happened. Too painful.
That's understandable. Well, if you were thinking about looking her up, she works for the True Foundation now. Just in case you were wondering.
DM? True Foundation?
Yes. True Foundation is the, hang on one second. It is a guild in Manira that, here we go. You think I'd know this off the top of my head, but they're basically, True Foundation is the architecture guild of the city. They are responsible for the upkeep, but also the building, building out of Manira. Manira used to be actually just Old Town and Midtown, and then it expanded into Newtown and all of that. So after the war. So this particular guild is very, very influential in building up the city. Not so much in technology and arcane, incredible inventions. That's more for the inventors. But this is actually just the foundation of the city itself. They rebuilt most of it. And you do know that Hatrix before was an engineer. So.
Oh. That's great for her. Must be doing big things.
I think she is. Right, so I best be off. Kind of gets up to, straightens up, adjusts the holsters. I'm your friend's taking an extremely long piss. But I might just want to warn you, or maybe warn him, since he seems to be quite, open to my suggestions. That woman he was fighting, Amat of the Grimhounds last night, better keep an eye on that. I want to really be pissing her or her pack off.
Has she seen mine?
What? What did you say?
Has she seen my pack?
Oh. It's a little bit more than that. They like to steal clock forges and pots of peacekeepers and just Everything. They don't call her the Construct's Bane for nothing, so just careful.
Oh, interesting.
So, if
We'll keep an eye for her.
if you do feel like trading any information so that we may actually help you, then do you know where we are?
Oh yes, I do know where you are, and I'll be watching.
And one more thing, Vinny. Where
Yes.
do they hang out, just so we can avoid that area?
Where who hang? Oh, the
The
Amat.
pack.
The
Yeah.
pack. In the Undercity, of course.
Hank.
Welcome. That wasn't a. You know what? If you want to get into trouble in the you do what I'm gonna leave. Get to sleep. And just pets Hoover as she goes. This is a little, and then she goes.
As soon as the door closes, I'm returned.
Did she say Undercity? Is that like the Underdark? Can we go? It's dark.
It's dark, and that knoll you were fighting.
Yeah, I heard. I was just on the stairs. I didn't go anywhere.
But you can't understand.
Oh yeah.
I translate
Yeah,
for
fine.
you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh wow, that's all really interesting. She said Undercity.
That's
Fucking brilliant.
still interesting. So, who is this Hatrix?
Another member of crew.
Oh,
So,
oh,
the
Fenris.
one alive.
Oh, Fenris, you know him. That name definitely rings a bell for you.
Okay.
You heard Enya giving orders to Hatrix over one of the scryings.
Don't remember.
Mm. Ah! Miguel's face! Yes!
No, I forgot. So I'm still going to ask the question: who is this Hatrix?
Yep.
He was on shore leave the day the ship went down, but a member of the crew nonetheless.
So I see. So it just happens to be on shore leave this engineer when the ship went down.
Essentially.
So she's a member of your crew, and you did not check up on them afterwards. Being a member of your crew and the sole surviving one, apart from Tarlyn.
I think you should know where I was mentally. I didn't even understand. I didn't remember what had happened to me. All I felt was guilt. Wasn't even myself. Would you have gone and seen her?
I suppose not. But maybe I would have mentioned it sooner. That there is a survivor.
Try not to dwell on any of it, regardless of how much they've already faced it.
So I unfortunately think that you will have to dwell on it. Because I have seen India give orders to someone named Hendrix. So this Atrix is involved.
DM,
Yes.
Hatrix isn't like, a Michael or something like that, a gazillion people could be named in this world or anything. It's not like unique or anything.
The name Hatrix?
Yeah. If it was only heard orders and we didn't see them.
You didn't see them, and it was over a sending stone.
How common is the word Hatrix? Or is the name Hatrix?
I wouldn't say it's Michael. I'd say it's
Miguel.
I'm literally thinking of all of our names, and I'm like, no, all of ours are pretty standard. No, it's a pretty unique name, but not like I'm not saying not other people would have the name Hatrix, but it's a bit suspicious. A bit, you don't know.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell. Hatrix called Enya the Viper. That was her code name.
Not good.
So, yeah.
Well, perhaps I shall have a look at her dreams. On that topic,
so we can also just find out where she is and go talk to her face to face.
True, but on the topic of looking at dreams, I may have had a go at Tarlyn.
So what have you done now?
A little bit of dream manipulation.
So I see. So is this anything like see dream manipulation down in the Underdark?
No, nothing like that. More just like forcing him to.
So we went to with in the red light districts with Zenmei?
Something like that.
Oh, I'm speaking everything in Undercommon. Just.
I was just about to ask.
I'm keeping Artrim in the loop here.
Yeah.
And also, I'm worried that Vinny might be listening outside the door, so switch to Undercommon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if someone is reading your thoughts, and you just start thinking in gibberish.
She just opened the curtains and she's like, "This is the window." No. I assumed you're all speaking in Go on, Vinny.
But yes, I'm now very confused about why he's with the Avashilarium. He does not want the city destroyed at all. Maybe just its structures.
This is also someone that you did not. Oh, sorry. This is also someone that. This is also someone that you have not seen in 6 years. He's living in the other city and obviously working with them. So, if they are engineers, obviously they are engineering something. So I would worry that as they are in the Undercity, perhaps they are planting something that can strike strategically on the buildings above.
I have to ask Gizmo if that technology is even possible.
They have the Black Ethereum core. If they were to go into the Undercity and place that underneath a tactical location such as your military academies, they could blow us up very easily.
True, but that's not Tarlyn's goal.
I do not know
what goal
it is.
Maybe he's just using them for his own means. I mean,
ability. I need to get face to him to see.
Yes.
In the meantime,
I think it would be beneficial for all of us if I went back to Starforge and see what their insight onto this situation is. Perhaps if we get a third opinion.
I don't necessarily trust everything Vinny says, but what he said about them is at least cause for extreme thought when involving them in any information.
I say when we are dealing with intrigues, the first rule is do not trust anyone. Listen to what they say, but you need to verify it. Then if see what she says is true and I'm not allowed inside, then obviously she was telling the truth. If not, and she is having her own agendas, as everyone is, you must navigate. You must find out which ones you talk to and which ones we withhold information from.
Right now, I feel like if we were whole from everyone that's not in this group.
Exactly. We could have spilled everything sufficiently, but we have kept our cards close.
I can't sit here doing nothing.
Exactly.
Let's leave them to their building. Shall we head out?
There's a massive explosion upstairs. God! It's okay!
Let's go talk to the Starforged and then maybe deal with this pack of gnolls that might be coming for us. They might have some of Gizmo's material.
Possibly, but if they're in city settlement, we can obviously fight them in there instead of going into their territory where they have the advantage.
That's true as well.
Possibly right now we have our own jobs to take. I have 2 other places to visit. But at this point, I will head to the Starforge. And I shall also be looking at this measureless knot in Hawthorne Alley in Midtown. This is on the way.
Let's go then.
There are some items I also need to pick up.
Okay. So, where are we heading?
To the friends.
Fenris has the to-do list.
Yep.
Let's go. All right. Well,
Okay. Get to the map.
Yep. Okay.
Is the map a little darker than for everyone?
A little bit, yeah.
It's
not too much darker, but it's not quite as bright as it usually is.
Oh. I'll throw this back on. Maybe it needs to do this. Is that better?
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. It's probably set tonight.
Maybe it's set tonight, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we are in the Gem Ward.
Yep, so you're in the Gem Ward up here. Caché's house is here. So you can take the Silver Line, I think it is. Hang on. Oh, God, you haven't been on the trams in a long time.
Or Artrin at all.
I was going to say, so trolleys, if you're heading to, you can head to the Craftsman Square, which you guys have been to before. You saw the notice board there. Head to there and grab a trolley. Artrin, you are standing kind of on the street there with Caché and Fenris, wondering what the hell are we doing? Because we're just standing here, and you begin to hear the sound of metal grinding against metal and a kind of sound as a machine begins to move towards you and stop, and the doors open. You watch as Caché and Fenris walk onto it. What do you do?
Where are we going? Why are you getting on this thing?
It's a form of transport.
Okay.
Faster than walking.
Please step across the line.
Okay.
Just think of it as a host.
Doors are closing.
Think of it as a hostess carriage.
I'll get in.
Okay. 1 silver from each of you, please.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it's the silver line. It's steel line. Sorry for our listeners out there.
A flashlight veterans pass.
Sure.
I feign ignorance and just pretend I don't speak common.
Sure, Caché, you ride for free then, because it's 1 silver. They don't deal in copper in this world or in this city. So,
I'll just head 2 silver over and wave Archon over to one of the seats.
Okay. Archon, the doors close, everything's, and then it just begins to move, and the steel line takes you around the city. You get this beautiful view of the city, although it is still just scorchingly bright out. People are kind and nice. However, you do hear 2 people having a little argument down the trolley, and there's just part of you that's like, it's polite bickering, though.
Polite bickering, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you make it into Midtown here, which Midtown is the kind of island. Archon, the tram takes it over the bridge and then stops right outside the what looks to be a harbor. Which again, yeah, I don't even think you even know what a harbor is because Underdark. So you look up into the sky and there's just these floating structures with big balloons. It is.
Hey,
Does he know what a balloon is?
I do not.
Oh God. Okay. Well, someone help this poor man.
My knees are getting weak.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this kind of difference in altitude.
And like looking up at the sky as well still really makes you feel discombobulated. And you both of you do see that Artrin's looking a little.
I'm out of my element here.
Yeah.
I take him in my hand and just be like, imagine the blue is just a big roof.
But it's not. It's just fucking open.
I'm just gonna silent image a roof over his head.
Oh, okay.
So if he looks up, it's just like a cave roof.
Okay. I mean,
okay. Yeah.
This works.
Cool. All right.
I'm fine with it.
Sure.
Blocking a bit of light for me, so I'm okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. We'll say that we're blocking a little bit of light.
It won't block too much light because it is an illusion. So.
I know.
But it's more of a I'm giving you a roof.
Yeah, I'm not
used to a world with a roof on it.
Which is taking away some of the vertigo, vertigo that you're getting. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to take away his agoraphobia here.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you can you all hop off the trolley and you're in Midtown. Where are you headed?
We're in Midtown, so I was going to head to first Measureless Knot.
Okay.
And kind of scope it out. And are there any shops nearby?
Yeah. So the bookstore that you and Caché went to, like one of the first times you were here in the city.
Where we bought all that smut.
Yeah.
You did. You bought, I think, most of the smut books.
Yeah. Well, Al has my spot now because I finished it.
There was a lot of smut books.
Mm-hmm.
It's where the centaur was. She was the centaur librarian. Yep. Yep. God, that feels so long ago. Aw. Yep. So that's there. This is also where the three others fought Avarice, and the two of you came out of the bookstore and found them trying to kill each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you know Midtown, enough. Measureless Knot, though, you do need to search for a little bit. It's a while you do find it, it seems to be just like a little boutique. It's a lovely little tailor. You can see dresses on mannequins in the windows. It's kind of down. It's a few blocks down from Neelahart Station from where you got off the trolley. So, but yeah, the doors are closed at the moment, but the lights are on inside.
Right.
Oh,
can I act like I'm window shopping and have a glance inside?
You can, indeed, yeah. Mm-hmm. Glancing inside, lovely outfits. You see brocade button-up shirts. You see waistcoats. You see shoes, dresses. It's definitely a cute little boutique. A lot of mannequins. Towards the back, then you do see kind of a countertop and a familiar clock forge. To you, Fenris, at least, especially because you talked to Taurus before. They were the clock forge on the ship. Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll try the door and see if they're open.
Doors open.
Ding-a-ling-a-ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Lovely smell in here. It smells like rich fabric and just there's a nice smell.
A little scent of home.
Yep. Walk inside.
Mm-hmm.
Taurus kind of looks up to you. You've arrived. How lovely. I wondered when you'd come.
Yes, I had a bit of a detour.
A month-long detour, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was quite a roundabout one.
Ah.
It's my, we fled on the merry chase.
Well, how can I help you today?
So I'm inspecting fabrics, but so you'd the only ones who've worked here.
Well, my business partner works here. We own the tailor together.
30. Are they around as well?
Believe so, but I can help you with anything.
So, yes, of course. So I'm just wondering, because there are three of us, I did not want to take up all of your time.
Oh, sure. I will go see if she is available to come see you. And your friends, are you all right? Do you need any assistance before I step away?
Admiring.
Very good. That would look lovely on you. Points to one of the dresses.
I start pretending to fall.
Okay. Artrin, what are you doing? This is a very small, this is a little bit of a bowl in a china shop situation. It's a very small little boutique. You have a very long tail. Just kind of trying not to like...
Yeah. I'll probably just wait outside, guys. Why are we here again?
I'm looking for someone.
Oh, okay. Is it like a muscle type job?
No.
Okay, I'll be outside. But I'm just gonna sit outside. Like, is there like a windowsill, like at the storefront? We'll say.
Definitely, yeah, I'd say so. And you can, like, the door can remain open as well, so you can still hear inside. But just stepping outside and just kind of people watching, is that kind of what you're doing?
Yeah, I'll light my pipe and just puff away and stare at people and make little dragons fly out of it.
Fly out of it. Lovely, lovely.
Your roof is going to drop away if you go away 60 feet away from me, so.
That's okay. I'll just keep focused on the people street level.
Taurus
Okay.
returns with a kind of a shorter woman flanking behind them, the construct, and she kind of comes around. She's long, somewhat curly brown hair, a bit of a lovely tan to her skin. I believe half elf, and comes around. Taurus looks at all of you, pauses, a bit of a lump in her throat. How can I help you?
Do I recognize her?
Yes. This is who you remember to be Dahana.
I think I wrote it. She's an full elf, but we can say half elf.
Oh, okay.
We can go half elf. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. Just reading over those here. Sorry. Yes. So I recognize straight away.
Straight away, and she seems to keep eye contact with you and then look over at Caché. How can I help you? My name is Anna.
Nice to meet you, Anna.
Lovely to meet you as well.
Yes. So I'm looking for some foyer suits.
Some suits?
Just one.
Okay. What kind of suit?
Something for a male.
Right. Taurus, would you give us a moment, please? Taurus kind of stands up a bit. Is everything all right? Yes, it's fine. Just Will you give me a moment, please? Of course. Looks at both of you. There's a little bit of like protectiveness from Taurus, and doesn't actually turn around, just walks backwards behind the curtain and is clearly standing right behind the curtain.
I was gonna turn to Caché and kind of motion for her to go towards the clockforge instead.
Towards the clockforge, I go behind the curtain as well.
Okay.
We were just going to be like with our ears poking in towards the curtain. Like his head is higher than mine, and we're just his eyes are poking through.
Hannah just kind of leans a bit closer to you. They told us you were dead, Sinfrey. How did you find me?
They did not lie. In many ways, Sinfrey is dead. Then I am all that remains. But I am piecing myself back together. I am not dead, I simply made a friend.
Bit of tears that form in the corner of her eyes, and she, once Caché is fully behind the curtain, she'll rush around the corner or the counter and just hug you.
Yeah, I'll hug her back.
To kind of pull you or pull you away and just look how much you've grown. I don't even know how many years it's been. You've changed your hair.
Yes. I've unfortunately grown some scales too.
Yes, I see that. It's not uncommon for this city, though. I can't believe you're alive, and I can't believe you're here in Manira. You're out of the Empire. I have so many questions for you, but it might not be safe to talk so openly.
No. Possibly not.
Do you trust who you brought?
Yes. Sarah helped a lot. I need to ask, how did you escape? And where are the others?
That's a very difficult question to answer.
I know about Samara.
Yeah.
Samara is gone.
I know.
Do you know where Indira is?
I don't. My brother bought my freedom. He managed to convince them that I could be left in his care, and that we need to return to our family. And I think under other circumstances they would have kept me, but things were falling apart at the seams there. The asylum was disbanded. It was, as far as I know.
Paris is not disbanded, merely relocated. But
I wouldn't put it past them.
Are you safe here?
You said that Sinfrey died. Dahana did too. I'm Anna now. I'm safe.
Yes.
Taurus, you can come out now. Taurus immediately comes out from the curtain. Taurus
Actually falls out if she was at his knees.
They immediately... Oh! pick you up, Caché. She's fine.
Thanks.
Taurus knows. I know everything. Taurus knows everything. We went into business together. It made a little bit more sense, but I just wanted to make sure that you had trusted companions.
Yes. Some might trust against my better judgment, but I still trust them. They have a tendency to make things that explode. But not on purpose.
A horrifying thought.
It's just not on purpose. Just an affliction of so.
I do have one question to ask you, and I'm sorry to ask this, but did you really kill all those people?
How many do you think I have killed?
They told us you killed 3 orderlies in cold blood. Now, I know that they deserved it, but they said you did horrible things. That your madness had finally taken over.
Sarkos would say that, but no. I was never mad. They took me down to the basement. Do you know what that means? I'll put my hand on the light. Sorry, found a friend down there. So I was able to defend myself. They killed and enough to get out of me and afterwards. And I came back to find you, but everyone had gone. So I'm tracking everyone down.
Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? You have a new life. Kind of glances at Caché. You have new purpose. Why hunt them down? Why go anywhere near them if they're even around still?
Because I made a promise. So I will keep my word. As always.
Still as stubborn as ever.
As always.
If I've learned anything over these last few years, focus on the people that matter, not on the past.
Yes, I know. But Centrios was also matters, and so I must get justice for her. For Moshe and for Hannah. I will not let them do what they did to us, to anyone else.
If Dr. Novak moved their premises, you know Indiria will be with him.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't go on this path with you.
No, I am not asking you. I'm here to make sure that you are safe, and that they will not hurt you.
I think I've done a pretty good job of remaking myself.
So one thing I need to ask you.
Of course.
Have you ever heard anything about the Rena Arcada Syndicate?
That name does sound familiar. Yeah, yes, they're the ones who disbanded the asylum.
I found Lucas. So I see your bones have healed nicely.
Please tell me that you made him suffer.
Yes, he was dead tired.
Good. Taurus kind of places a mechanical arm on his shoulder.
Do not worry. His flames are not even embers now.
Good. He can rot in the 9 hells for all I care.
So I also know where Belroy is. He is next on my list. If you have any requests for him, I'd be sure to pass him along.
Dr. Belroy. He's not in the city, is he?
Not for long.
You see her whole face change. I didn't realize he was in the city.
Do not concern yourself.
Kind of gets up a bit and kind of moves to the other side of the counter and actually goes, puts the sign on closed, closes the door. Artrin, the door closes next to you. And you hear the lock.
Sorry, I was muted. I'll get up and look through the glass, like, what the fuck? Knock on the window, like, hello.
Taurus goes, oh, he's still here. Oh, totters over, opens the door again. I'm sorry, so we're closed for the day.
Everything okay?
Yes,
you can let him in.
Would you like to come in?
Can I smoke in here?
No. It'll affect the fabrics.
That's fine. I'll wait outside. No trouble then.
Okay. Closes the door.
Oh, the
I can't
fabrics
understand
in
what
here.
they're saying anyway. It's fine.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I translate.
Let's say he just has a translator. He's a clockforge. Okay, we'll just say that.
He's using some hand signals too.
And he's saying things really loudly. As if that'll help.
Let's just say he's the typical Italian clockforge that talks with his hands all the time.
Yes. Yeah.
Sure, we'll go with that. All right, Taurus locks the door, closes the blinds, and you see Dahana's like, Taurus, it's all right. No, we are shutting down until this is dealt with. Are you equipped to handle this gentleman, miss?
More than equipped.
Looks
He is less, as far as I remember, he is less dangerous than Lucas was, and Lucas was no trouble at all.
Very good. Lady Anna, I think we should retire. Anna's just like, all right, yeah, okay.
Yes. You're so safe.
Would you do me a solid here and just let me know when it's taken care of? I would really not like to run into Belroy here.
Yes. I can tell you where to avoid until I have taken care of him.
I think I've had my fill of the asylum, and I've had my fill of those men. I'll wait for your signal.
Yes. So I will tell you when it is done.
What is your name now?
My name is Fenris now.
Fenris.
There is some very left of me still. That's there always will.
Yeah, it will always be the same with me, unfortunately, as well. But
that is why we cannot let go of the past.
I am going to do everything I can to forget the past. This cannot come back to me.
It will not.
I won't go back.
No one will go back. So I am doing everything in my power to ensure that it will never happen again.
And if it gets you killed?
Then it is beyond my power. But I will go as far as I can.
I've got her back. I've seen her take out some pretty monstrous things.
Better you than me.
Yes. Better me than you. You stay here.
Thank you. You you don't have to do this, but thank you.
See, I'm mistaken. I do have I do have to do this. So I cannot rest until I do. So I cannot move on like you until I do.
She'll give you another hug.
I'll return the hug. Very tight.
To kind of touch your shoulder, Caché, as well.
I give her a nod.
If her clockwork bodyguard is walking away, I'll grab her, the arm.
They ain't walking away. Nope, they're right there next to her.
Well, if she's leaving back, as soon as they go to leave, I'll grab the arm and just say, "Keep that safe."
I always do. We look forward to your return, Fenris.
So do I. I'll nod and turn to leave then.
Okay. You two can make your way out. Artrin still outside, smoking dragons. The door does close behind you quite quickly and lock. The sign swings. They are closed.
How are you feeling?
I'll just stand there, look out, close my eyes, and take a big deep breath in, and so I am feeling much better.
Well, I got that list then.
Yes. So it's nice to have a positive outcome for a change.
Agreed.
Do salvage.
Let's go.
Okay.
If you want to stop a new engine or check something else, do just say so. Do you want to?
I have no plans. I don't know how anything works here. So.
Yes, I'm offering as an impulse. If you see something and want to know more about it, then just say so. Would you like your roof back?
No, I think I'll try and embrace it for a while.
And there are some similarities to the Underdark here. You have very similar shops and restaurants, although the food might be slightly different.
Yeah, the people here are different though. Everyone's always ready for something in the Underdark. The people here, they just walk so free, so casually. The amount of people that I could have just blitzed through and taken whatever I wanted. If I was a not so nice person, I mean.
Yes.
That's what the constabulary is for.
Yes, and so I would advise you now to not do that, because yes, they are all casual because of certain things called peacekeepers.
No, I understand that. That's not something I'd really do. If I was to steal anything, even at home, it was only food or something I would need, and I wouldn't take it from someone in the street. I'd take it from someone who wouldn't need it.
So you would, I'd recommend you do your business in the gym ward then.
Yeah, exactly. Just, a loaf of bread from a stall or meat hanging from a hook. That sort of thing. Never money, never precious items. Stuff to live with. Unless, the person really deserved it. We did do that a few times.
I'm pleased you had fun.
I do question the fact that you had us in shady business as soon as we arrived in the Underdark. But
Yeah, but that was making drugs. That's completely different. That's a harmless crime. I mean, it wouldn't have been harmless if any of you died of the worm, but that's why we recruited you.
we need to work on your understanding of why that's not harmless. But anyway.
Yes, if I recall, that worm nearly kills you.
Me? Oh, God, no. I was fine. I mean, it did burrow me underground, but so far from death. I mean, nothing like that. One of you, maybe.
Swallow you at some point?
It did. But again, you know, these muscles, my breath. I don't think you could fire one of those things you have, Caché. They're too awkward, cumbersome. Definitely couldn't swing that sword of yours, Fenris, but raw power, that's what the Underdark's all about.
Yes, I see.
Mm.
So, keep it up. And
He's got it like a shit-eating grin, like he's taking the piss out of you.
Of course, and it's such your best.
Especially because he has the sword.
We can possibly find you some mints up here.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are kind of rich, right? Like, you kind of throw money around like it's nothing.
So we have some money here.
We come in and out of it. We need more at the moment, though.
Yeah, no, I get it, but to like the normal person, I mean, like, you told me like 3 gold a month is like a really good monthly salary, and you get me like 10 times that, like it was nothing.
I mean,
Poor person salary.
Do have a nice retirement package.
Yeah.
Yes, and we have we have also done some very well-paying jobs.
Yeah, I mean, so high. Nair is, you know, like nothing from what it seems.
My motel's family is also very rich.
At least you're honest about it.
Just
nothing worse than an apple.
No, I cannot really access it right now, but we will see. I'm sure that she will also be surprised to see me.
Maybe. Does she know you're alive?
Sorry, I'm not sure. Whatever lies her husband has told her.
Ah, okay. Maybe we should pay him a visit sometime, say hi.
Yes, I have business to finish up here, but I will be definitely paying a visit.
Sounds menacing. I like it.
So naturally, I will outlive all of them anyway. Got to see whoever my father was.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I don't really know your family history or anything, so.
No. Selfish blood tends to live longer.
Gotcha. Right. And they're human, are they?
So yeah.
Okay. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. So everyone knew I was not his because the ears was a dead giveaway.
I mean, yeah, you don't get a lot of. I was going to call you names Claire, but it doesn't feel right.
Half-elf?
Half-elf? Yeah. Not drow.
Yes.
I mean, I suppose Amber, would drow and like high elves have similar lifespans in Minera?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you wouldn't have come across many high elves. I'd say being sealed away in the Underdark for so long. It would have been mainly drow, but there are. We can get into like the sub races of drow, but there were different types of drow. So. But yeah.
Anyway, to the Steam World.
Actually, I didn't even know that.
No. Maybe.
Like, I'm a drow.
You're a drow, yeah.
Yeah, that's about as far as I know.
Perfect. Okay, so you're moving from the Midtown into the Steam Ward. I think we will call it there for the night. So you're heading into Starforge. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Heading towards Starforge, yeah.
Okay, was there anything, like you're shopping or anything, or just going straight to Starforge?
What shops are on the way?
Mainly just the magic shop.
Okay, I probably will want to stop at the magic shop.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd stop at the magic shop.
Yeah.
Let's all go to the magic shop.
Okay, so we'll do a quick jump over to the magic shop and then to Starforge. So I think we will call it there for the night. Well done. Nice. My God, this is a happy ending. We're ending on a happy ending. Wow,
Kind
feels so weird.
Yeah.
So
but then
weird.
again, this isn't the Saltmarsh group.
I know.
That's true. But yes, so thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.